In our pursuit for success and life of abundance, we often encounter challenges that act as opposing force to our aspirations and goals. These act as a filter that often caught up with us. However, if we overcome that resistance and we persist to go and establish a little success that prove that we have become competent, then whatever is left for us is nothing but success and life of abundance. But just this very part here, this is where a lot of things, the 10 habits that prevent us from manifesting our desire comes into being. The 10 habits that prevent us from becoming that rich person, that famous person, whatsoever we desire. The first is we fail the test. There is an ultimate test for whichever life we desire that we want to live. And this test often comes while we're trying to make ends meet, while we decide that we want this. When we started making a request that this is what we want, there is an ultimate test that comes from the universe to test us. If we don't pass that test, we are not going to manifest anything. We're going to be subjected to the level which we can be able to vibrate. We're going to be subjected or kept in the level which is in accordance and the level of our vibration and our energy level. So we must pass that test. I did actually recollect passing the test many times. Literally, if you don't know this test, there are too many of them. And it's all according to whichever task which you want to. It comes every single second. So long as there is a task, there is a mission objective you want to accomplish, there is always a task. And that task, a lot of people will chicken out. This can come as a problem solving. Let's say you're a mechanic, let's say you're a carpenter, let's say you are a building technologist, let's say you're an architect. And there is some sort of a problem that offers a high cost, a high payment, but yet people couldn't be able to solve that problem. There is just a certain things. Maybe they are misaligned, maybe their energy level is low, maybe their creative ability. All these things are all tests, guys. So if you are filtered, if this filter, which is that test, caught up with you and you lack any of these things that will credibly or competently project you to be able to ace it, then you go down the drain just like every other person. But if you aced it, then that huge chunk, that award whatsoever, that payment whatsoever has been allotted for that very job or what's a task will be given to you instantly, and that is how you boost up your finances. However, there are other factors that are also encapsulated in this very test here. Many oftentimes I call it we choosing fish over tuna. I'm going to talk about it in another topic, not this very one. Now, the second factor that prevents us from manifesting our desires is lack of clarity and specificity. One common habit that prevents us from manifesting our desire is being unclear about what we truly want. When it comes to want, a lot of us often say we want something, but deep down we are thinking about another thing, right? If you have heard it said, which is often, maybe most oftentimes projected, or a common terms about women, most people actually portray that they don't say what they mean and don't mean what they say. I want you to think about this word. If you are caught up in you are not saying what you meant and not meaning what you say, you are not going anywhere. You're going to remain where you are. On the path to manifesting what you want, you will say what you mean and mean what you say, not the other way around. Not meaning what you say and not saying what you mean. So, this is exactly what happens. Without clearly defining our desires and setting specific goals, the universe cannot align itself to help us manifest them. If you understand what it really means is, when you are trying to listen to a television program or a radio station program and you didn't tune up to the desired frequency, what do you get? You get noise. You get distortion. That's exactly what happens. You don't get that information, or you don't connect to that program. You don't listen to it with every clarity. So when we are not specifically clear about whatever we want, that is exactly what we created between us and universe. That is what we create between us and God. We create distortion. We create unclarity. We create mismatch. And this has adverse effect on our own life until we change it. As soon as we change it and align properly, then the universe, the gate will start passing through us. Now, I want you also to understand that not being specific It's like when you have a 2 or 3 hollow pipe that you need to pass one single object through the 3 of them. They have been cut, they have been cut into 3 different forms. Now, if suppose you did not align this tray, take yourself as one of the hollow pipe, and an object is passing from one end while there is a hollow pipe in the middle. That one in the middle is what is your unbelief, and the other one is you. So if suppose the one in the middle is not well aligned completely, it will either stop that very object that is coming to flow into you, or it will allow it to, if it is too mismatched, if it's too misaligned, then it will fall out of place. So that is exactly what happens. But if it is well aligned, it will come through. So having a specific and clarity of your own goal and mission objective helps to put things in order, align things, align your own vibration and power and everything with the universe, and that makes a lot of things possible about whatever you decree. Just like the Bible says that you should decree anything and it will manifest. So it is important to be specific and have a clear vision of what you want to attract into our life. 3, doubt and negative thinking. Doubt and negative thinking are other habits that hinders manifestation. When we constantly doubt our ability or have negative thought about our desires, we are sending out conflicting signals to the universe. We can block the manifestation process by simply having that negative thinking. It is critical to maintain a positive mindset and believe in our power to manifest it, believe in our ability to receive what we want. The Bible back this up in a little way. I'm using Bible because I'm not some kind of person who have read a lot of books, but I've read the Bible like from beginning to the end. So the Bible says when you pray, you should believe that you have received what you ask for and you will receive it. So the Bible even talk about that. In fact, the entire Bible structure is focused on teaching you about believing in yourself, having faith in the universe and God. That is what the Bible is teaching. The other one is just loving your neighbor and yourself. So stop doubting yourself. Stop having a negative thought about whatever you have set your mind on, and it will help you to align properly to receive that which you want to manifest. 4th, lack of action and effort. Simply thinking about our desire is not enough. We must make and take inspired actions and decisions towards them. This can involve setting realistic goals, creating actionable plans, and consistently working towards our desire. With effort and action, manifestation remains only a dream. That is, without effort and action, manifestation remains only a dream and never becomes a reality. This is a very simple thing to understand. For instance, if you are thirsty for water and there is a water in the next room, thinking about that you are thirsty will not get that water where it is from the refrigerator or whatever you keep it to come and give to your own self. To come and to start feeding yourself, except you're a magician. But if you're not a magician, the simple action that will make it happen is for you to stand up and go and pick it, then bring it. Or if there is anyone there, then you can order the person to bring it. But these things we're talking about here requires action. So actions makes whatsoever you are desiring to fast better the process of manifestation. 5, inability to let go. This is some sort of a factor which holds a lot of people down. You have failed before, you've been rejected before, so you have concluded and stuck with a notion that that is how it is going to always remain to be. Well, that is the paradigm that locks you and puts you in the position where you are right now. Holding on to the past experiences, negative emotions, or limiting belief can be a major hindrance in manifesting our desire. It is important to release any baggage and no longer serves us and make space for new opportunities and experiences which can shape our life into the direction or in accordance with the direction of our goals and desires. Letting go allow the universe to bring in the desired manifestation without any resistance. Even the Bible talked about it. The Bible said in the book of Romans that be not conformed, do not settle with the standard of this world. That standard of this world, which I understand is the bandwagon syndrome. There are people a lot of people are doing this these days. They don't want to stress themselves. Whenever they see Mr. A do, everybody wants to join Mr. A. without critically thinking if it is worth doing, without critically thinking if it is what they really want. But so long as their families are there, they want to be there. They go to party because people want to go to party. They spend money and waste their own resources because they saw people wasting. So if you're among those kind of people, you will have a problem. And that problem is going to prevent you from manifesting your own decision. You need to let go of those kind of thoughts and be ready to break free. All right? Holding on to the past experience, especially like I previously said, if you have failed before, you have been rejected before, or you tried and it didn't work out before, doesn't mean it's not going to work out tomorrow. Each new day gives us opportunity to try new things. And don't forget that Bible verse I said. Say, do not be conformed to the standard of this world, or do not settle for the standard of this world, which I now explain to you as the bandwagon syndrome, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That is, by thinking out new ways to do or handle whichever situation that comes your way. I hope that is clearly understood. Sixth, impatience. Another habit that prevents us from manifesting our desire is impatience. Why it is understandable to be eager for our desire to manifest, impatiently focusing on lack or constantly looking out for intermediate results can block the abundance the universe has in store for us. It is essential for us to trust in the divine timing and maintain unwavering faith on anything which we want to do, and that will quickly substantiate it. In the book of Ecclesiastes, the Bible says there is time for everything. I want you to hold that thought, even if you're a Christian or not, even if you believe in God or not. There is time for everything. That is the truth. And our impatience can often ruin a lot of things. Impatient to clarify the process, impatient to have clarity on whatsoever we want before we dive in can save us a lot of money, can save us a lot of stress, can save us a lot of unbudgeted expenses. Because impatient, we can resonate with whatever we want to do and see the clarity in the path we want to dive, and that is going to give us more insight on where to follow, whether to invest or not to invest, whether to do or not to do. 7, lack of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for manifestation. Failing to express gratitude for what we already have can create an energy of lack and limit our ability to attract more abundance into our life. Cultivating a daily gratitude practice and appreciating the present moment can amplify our manifestation power into reality. There is a saying in our place that if you praise the mighty one for doing one, he will do another. And I want you to also take an example. If you find a kid or someone who has been helping you and you are constantly complaining, what is going to happen? It's going to stop putting those efforts. It's going to feel like it doesn't want it because you don't even appreciate it. So be appreciative. Not just to God, but humanity. God cannot come down from heaven to help you without through your fellow people, your neighbors, your friends, your brothers, right? And that is why the Bible structure of everything is talking about the greatest structured on loving one another. And it goes for to say that the greatest commandment of God is you loving your neighbor as yourself. So in gratitude we can attract more. But the more we complain, the less we obtain. Don't forget that. 8, fear of failure. The fear of failure is a very, very disturbing and very, very destructive. Not just only destructive, it's also disruptive. It can disrupt whatever you decide you want to do right now, and it can destroy the already existing protocol or mandate which you have set, or desired goals which you have already set. So it is important for you to limit your limit your fear. As fear is fear of failure is a common habit that holds us back from manifesting our desires. A lot of people often think about the failure when they want to make an investment or want to make a move about any certain thing in this life. And that is a very, very terrible thing, my dear. When you're scared of doing anything, it can prevent you from even giving it a shot. Even when you have the ability, even when you have all the necessary tools and equipped with the right knowledge, the right technical know-how, fear can still stand in your way to push you into the curbs. So we must not let our fear to ruin what we have said or rule our life. When we are consumed by fear, We limit our potential abilities and avoid taking risk and sabotage our own progress by our own self. Overcoming this fear and embracing the possibility of failure and learning experience is critical in manifesting our desired goals and achieve them even faster than we thought. 9. Limited belief and self-worth issues. Finally, sometimes we limit our belief. A lot of people have a limited beliefs. And that belief is most often times created by the kind of world we find ourselves, by political policies, and including even the Bible. Don't get me wrong. I read the Bible a lot before. And the Bible teachings about salvation is very, very destructive to our financial goals. That is why it has a lot of conflicting words inside it there. Because when you look at the Bible is talking about being poor, accepting poverty. And if you have decided to accept it, allow that to chisel into yourself. A lot of people have been drawn back today, especially Africa. Is being manipulated by the word from the Bible and that poverty side, while the West is busy wasking stronger every day, developing in every aspect of human endeavors. It is very imperative that we have to break free from limited beliefs and try out new things. Not just trying any new thing, but trying new things that are upholding our cultural and moral values. If we don't believe we are worthy of receiving the abundance we desire, if we believe we are not capable of achieving our goals, we subconsciously block our endeavors. Developing self-love, practicing positive affirmations, and challenging our limiting belief are essentials in breaking through these barriers. 10. Mismatched energy. When you have a mismatched energy concerning any goals which you want to achieve, you're gonna burn out and you will quickly lose grip of whatsoever you're trying to do. When I mean mismatched energy, this mismatched energy also comes in form of a mismanagement of finances. Having finance or having money is one thing, but one of the greater challenge is not just even making money, it's managing it effectively, knowing what to spend on and what not to spend on. Then when I talked about mismatched energy, when you say that you want to become a billionaire, but you just lost maybe like $100, and you become emotionally destabilized and refuse to try further, my dear, you have just proved to the universe that you are not ready. A lot of us send that signal of mismatched energy as not being ready and not ready for any responsibility sort. We say we want to become a millionaire, but we don't want the upside downs, the failures, we don't want to embrace the failures and learn from them, because any failure comes as a result of our own self-weakness, some sort, which we need to critically look into without pushing the blame to anyone, but absorb it and learn from it. And that is the only way we can be able to perfect it. But each time we push those blame out, we are simply sending a very terrible signal to the universe that, look, we are not ready for any responsible actions of such. We are incompetent to bear the workload of that which we want. So I call it a mismatched energy. Now, however, if you have attained some certain level of finances and you are unable to manage them successfully, you will ruin everything. So follow these very 10 steps, and I guarantee you are going to manifest anything you set your heart on. Share this video with others who are having problem with manifesting their desires and goals, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.